Good afternoon, Your Honor. Daniel Magoo.
All right. Mr. Gu, you are representing yourself. I do have to apprise you that you are before the court on charge of resisting and obstructing a police officer. That is a high court misdemeanor, or what technically is known as a high court misdemeanor, and or felony punishable by up to 2 years, $2,000 fine plus court costs. There are great perils in representing yourself in this. You have to understand that I am going to treat you the same as though you know the laws and the rules of evidence. I will not treat you worse because you are not represented. I will not treat you better or grant any favors or try to clarify anything for you. If for whatever reason during any point in this proceeding you wish to be represented by counsel and cannot afford to hire counsel, counsel will be appointed to represent you. As I have in the past hearings asked you to acknowledge what I've said, I'm going to only indicate that I believe that you understand English. You believe that the words that I have said to you are understood, so that we don't get into, you need to remove the gum from your mouth.
Mr. Moyer is back, and he's about to learn the hard way why showing up to court without a lawyer is a terrible idea. If this is your first time on the channel, this is actually part 2 of a video we posted earlier. And yeah, Daniel Moyer hasn't changed one bit. He's still acting like he's smarter than everyone in the room, refusing to answer Judge Simpson's questions like he's above the law or something. But as you can see, things did not start well for Mr. Moyer. And honestly, can we talk about that name for a second? It's just a strange name to keep repeating. Anyway, it was a disaster right from the jump. He literally walked into the courtroom chewing gum, no attorney by his side, just vibes and bad decisions. If you take anything away from this video, let it be this: get a lawyer. Please. Don't do what Daniel is doing. But I've said enough for now. Let's roll the footage and see how this mess unfolds between Moyer and Judge Simpson.
And
Thank you.
so I will not ask you to acknowledge. I will presume that you do indeed understand everything that I've said. Now, having said that, what are we doing with this case?
I'd like to move for evidentiary hearing or a prelim.
You wish to have a preliminary examination?
Preliminary examination, yes, sir.
Would the people have their witnesses available the second?
We can try, Your Honor, but before moving toward that, would the court be willing to make its inquiries about discovery? I am aware of the defendant having filed a writ of mandamus with the Court of Appeals of the state of Michigan.
Yes.
That was subsequently without prejudice by the Court of Appeals.
Correct.
Contained within that, though, there are allegations that my office has violated its Brady obligations and has not provided sufficient discovery. So I'm not sure if we're ready to move forward to preliminary exam. The defendant is saying that he doesn't have all of the discovery. That is the concern. The record I feel compelled to make at this time, though, is that the people have provided, I do believe, complete discovery to the defendant, and I believe that some of the representations that were made in this writ of mandamus that has been dismissed appear to allege that things that have already been denied by this court should be produced. Furthermore, the defendant filed a motion with no notice of hearing attached to it. So there's an outstanding motion in this case as well, no hearing date scheduled. So I'm hoping to sort of reconcile both of those things as to whether or not discovery is complete, the defendant's prepared to move forward, and if he ever has filed a notice of hearing to go along with the motion that I received in this case on 11/22.
Mr. Magoo, your response?
My response is that I thought this was the hearing that we were setting for the motion. So if I have to set a motion for a notice of hearing for that motion, I will do that today, Your Honor, promptly.
What about discovery?
I'm ready to move forward on my what I meant by my discovery comment was that there's still no exculpatory evidence as far as that I did anything wrong as far as anything that they've submitted. So if it was improper for the wording, Your Honor, I apologize, but my ultimate goal is have the prosecution present their evidence against.
I'm gonna indicate discovery is complete because I don't know what you're saying. Because what you just said regarding discovery didn't make any sense. As it regards the motion, we will hear the motion or the motion will be heard on date of exam.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Deal with it at that point in time. So the people would have their witnesses available on the second.
We could try for the second, Your Honor.
Preliminary examination in person, January 2nd, 2025. 12.
Yeah.
12 noon, that is before me.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And continue.
This guy right here is the poster child for why you should never represent yourself in court. Not only does he walk in thinking he's the smartest one there, but he actually tries to argue with the judge like that's going to end well. I don't know what planet this guy is on, but if anyone in the comments has a theory on why he's acting like this, drop it below, because I'm at a loss. This dude seriously gives off sovereign citizen vibes. I've covered a few of those types on this channel, and they all seem to carry the same energy, super smug, acting like they're somehow above the judge, using fake legal arguments, the whole deal. And here's the thing, this isn't some minor issue. The guy is in court for assaulting a police officer. On top of that, he lost custody of his child because of it. That's not something courts just do lightly. It means the situation was serious. But his walking into court like it's no big deal. Acting all casual, like, oh, I didn't do anything wrong, while everyone in the room is watching him self-destruct in real time. The judge is clearly fed up with him. And honestly, I think the audience feels the same. This just proves how important it is to have a lawyer on your side. You see people try to represent themselves all the time, especially folks who think the system doesn't apply to them, and 99% of the time, it backfires horribly. And let's not forget, he lost custody of his kid. That says a lot. Either something's seriously wrong, or this guy just refuses to take anything seriously. And the way he's acting, it's giving full-on immature chaos. Anyway, that's my take for now. I'll be posting the next part of his hearing in January when it comes out, and trust me, it's gonna be wild. This has been another look at the Moya courtroom saga. If you liked this breakdown, go ahead and hit like and subscribe, it helps the channel a lot. Thanks for watching, and as always, take care.